causes, you're going to lose more than you normally would, right? But you're going to learn so much in that process. And then it'll help you, you'll take that and start applying it to other things, not necessarily the skills, but the idea of, hey, I'm going to be intentional about something.
Half guard would be a good one to do it from.
Like as in you being in the half guard? Or like on top or on, like,
No,
putting,
on.
yeah, perfect.
Because I know that's traditionally like a position that people are like love attacking from.
Yep.
I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it. For me, I mean, to be frank, most of the time it's just like a stop along the route of me getting past.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
Yeah, I get that. I totally get that. If you want to, I can give you some things that I do in half that I feel like I have, some success with.
Yeah.
That might help you. But let's do, so let's take the tops off and then go through some of the no-gi stuff. If you have any additional no-gi things that you want to blend, I know you had some leg box and stuff that you wanted to show. I'd like to see those for sure. Make sure this is still recording. You can be a tricky little bitch, can't you, sometimes?
See, so I did something similar, not for the right reasons. I instead of like what you did, where you were like, I want to specifically work on this. I got, there was like a lot of other white belts where I trained that like we started around the same times and that kind of stuff. And you sort of get competitive with those people. And I was getting good at leg locks and they were getting good at other stuff. And like, I'm like, well shit, I don't want to fall behind. I gotta submit these guys when we roll.
Right.
So I just got really good at leg locks because that's what I was already good at. And then, but probably to the detriment of other positions.
Yeah.
And leg locks, because it's the lower half leg, I didn't get as good at like, passing guard or
Right.
mount or stuff like that because I'm on the whole other half of the body.
Yep.
So
Yep. I totally get that. Okay, so let's do this. We're not going to go through every position again. You're just going to think back all the positions that we went through. And if you know there are things that you do uniquely in no-gi that we didn't do in gi, then that's what I want to see.
There's not really. It's just I get healers from a lot of places.
Okay, show me 3 of your favorite places to set up healer.
So you go.
Yep. Do you want what position?
Over there.
Up there? Okay.
Passing. One of these.
Okay.
I get it from bottom a lot. I get
Yep.
it from
That makes sense.
like you and side control going.
To mount?
Yeah. I actually don't use this position as much as I should at the saddle,
Yeah.
but I wanted to use that more.
Yep.
Oops, sorry, I'm kind of stuck here. For mount as well. I can even RE roll.
Okay, that's it.
I used to be able to at least.
Strike.
Um,
You do it from stand up or you do it from down?
down.
Okay.
I think I could do it from
Yeah.
standing up, but actually, there's a guy that came the other night and I did it standing up, like diving down. He like stuffed it.
Yeah.
I jumped onto it, and hit him in the face, and it was a whole big deal.
Who was it?
He was a traveling black belt that the Hannah.
Oh, the really big guy.
Yeah.
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 What was the big deal? Wait, hold
I
on.
thought I broke his nose.
Oh, well, did he make a big stink about it?
No, but I mean, I just felt like shit.
Yeah.
You know, he was bleeding everywhere.
Whatever.
The whole freaking thing. Trying to think what else.
Do you have any go-to takedowns that you do? Show me a
yeah.
couple. Just show me 2.
I'm a decent, I can do a decent double work.
Okay, good. Yeah. Good. Thanks for explaining me.
I used to like runners.
Yeah, definitely. That's good. That's quick.
Let me think.
On the pipe, single leg.
Yeah. Or like
Yeah.
that way, or like that one.
That's on the pipe.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Okay, good. So you got some variations. Single leg, good. Double leg. Anything else? Anything that you do well.
Yeah. If it's not coming to mind, probably not.
Okay, that's fine. That's good. Okay, so did you have any other things that you wanted to add?
I like wrist locks a lot.
Okay. Good. I'm just gonna assume you know how to set up a few. I'm not gonna let you wrist lock. I'm gonna super bad wrist.
But like, you know, from here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But again, that's something that's not. I mean, James does that to me.
Roman.
Big James. Yeah, it's a monster.
Yep.
I can just drop it or what.
Yeah, do it. I was actually just gonna say that. Something you said you like. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah.
Totally illegal for this.
Yes.
So we'll count that one for your no-gi.
That's probably it.
Okay. Butterfly. Okay. Trap one leg. Just double underhook. Flat on the mat. Keep your hips and your weight back. Connect your hands so you can't do all this funny nonsense. Yeah. So you go big back step and then bring it back and trap the foot.
Yes, I do.
And then actually, if you might even be better off with something, reach with this arm, throw out the toes. Yep. There you go. And then, now you can use that hand to pass.
Yeah, I think I did that.
Yep. Okay. All right. So anything else from butterfly?
No.
Okay. Simon. Yeah, go
tape off this area.
this side for sure. Let's see. So let's go to mount the ways that you like to mount, and then we'll do submissions after that.
Yeah. I usually just kind of
Slide over. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Well, I don't know that I know the specific amount.
You can do twister side to step over.
Like
Just
this.
put this arm over here. Yep. Walk your arms up under bring everything up under my armpits. Yep. So anytime that and you just do a big step over, and then make sure you get your arm back to the other side. So you don't some stupid head on.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Submissions. Okay. Good. Step over arm. Feeling dynamic from top side. I like.
Yeah, this is.
Should
I
breath
like this
harder.
a lot better than that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's tough to get used to maintaining. Yep. Classic.
This from
Yep.
there.
Give me a step over for that.
South, I guess.
Yep. Put. Ooh, filthy. You're good. I'm being limp noodle because of my shoulder. I'll have to tap before you're actually choking.
That's probably it from
Okay, good on your belly. That pushes on the knee. Where do you go?
there.
Bringing this knee to my neck. And it's switch. Yep. And that's going to leg out. There you go. Good. And if they start doing this, trying to push back, just go back. Yeah, there you go. So keep that going. Now, you got any submissions that you like to do? Baseball jokes or anything?
No, not that I'm good at.
Okay.
And not that I've ever gotten everything I've shown. Like I've been able to,
Effectively.
at least some.
Yeah. Good.
The Nogi version.
Across the bell, my fave.
I think triangles from here.
Okay.
Actually, that's not totally true. I'm awful at triangles. I'm actually trained. So any
Felt
triangle.
pretty fine there.
Well, let me see. I mean, Americanas and shit from here.
Yeah, American.
Arm bars.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I can get anacondas sometimes, but a lot of this stuff, that's probably a
Okay, yeah, take my back.
take your back. I don't know.
You're really close. Just tuck this leg in and roll through the other side. Now roll me over again.
Oh.
Boom, 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 boom. Almost. There you go.
Okay.
Good. Yep. You did that pretty well for being confused at the start. So,
That's good news.
Yeah.
That's good news.
your body figured out using all the other.
I feel like,
All right, so let's do attack. What were we gonna say?
yes, I feel like a lot of the time I'm not as good. Like I'm a decent scrambler,
Mhm.
and I can catch things when they're there, but like intentionally setting things up, I definitely struggle with that.
So let's get through these and then we'll talk about that for a second. Show me what variations you know to do. Lapel chip. Oh, that's fun too.
Um, wait, I'm not.
Yeah. Yep.
Defender.
Okay.
Don't know.
Okay. Give you two quick ones since you're right here. Go ahead and go. Okay. So you can, once you get this, just reach across with this hand, grab the other lapel, pull the slack out of it, yeah, and choke. Super simple, really effective. Guy comes up and his elbow's too loose. Right, comes up, does this, and you turn to a hangman stroke. So that means you just basically kind of swim your arm out and then back in behind my head and bring my arm
Oh,
with me.
okay.
Yep. Hangman stroke. Yep. Those are, I was just going to do those two. Those are, yep. You got a pretty strong grip, so if you use if you use this one's harder.
So the only difference in that is that you're just taking the slack after you.
Yeah.
But this ain't not choking.
I mean, it's effectively choking by pulling the slack out, but you're doing most of it with this arm, pulling it across, and it's kind of.
But it's not like leveraging like that.
I mean,
as much.
not as much. You can pull more to the angle if you want to help, but yeah, this is doing the majority of the choking, it's providing the 40%. So what I was going to tell you about the intentionality of you're saying you scramble and when things are there, then something good. What I tell everybody is, I don't know if you've been in class, Steve might tell the story. I was blue belt, and I came to Steve one day and I said, I really like triangles. I think I'm only going to attack triangles for the next year. And he literally laughed at me. Right? He's like, okay. I said, no, I'm serious. He's like, so you're telling me that if you have an arm bar, you're going to get a triangle, or if you have some submission. I was like, I might like set it up, but I won't finish it. I'm only going to finish the triangle. And he's like, okay. So sure enough, for a year, I only attack triangles. With tournaments, I only attack triangles. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but for me, it was one of those things too. Like at that moment in jiu-jitsu, I needed something to focus on that was very explicit. It was like the fire hose effect, right? And so I'm like, I feel like I'm not good at anything. I feel like I'm okay at some stuff, and like I get lucky, right, at times. But it's because like my muscle memory just figured it out in that moment.
Right.
You know. But I don't ever feel like I have like something like I keep hearing people talk about jiu-jitsu being like chess. I'm like, I don't have anything that's systematic in my game, right? And so that's where I landed. I was like, I need to pick something. At the time, I was having some success with triangles, so I got, I'm going to focus on that. And so I did, and you know, I would like to think that I have a good triangle now as a result. But I think the part that was great about it is I learned so many other things about other submissions and positions because I was trying to force the triangle at times. I found lots of things that didn't work, right? And just learned a lot of things about those positions that lended themselves to other submissions and other positions over time, right? But it took like a really committed, 12 months to something in particular to kind of figure out.
You actually did it for a full year?
Yeah, I did it for a full year. If you ask Steve when you see him, I mean, he'll tell you, when he and I roll together, he literally will give up other submissions to avoid being close guard or especially the triangle. I mean, if you ask him who I roll, and that's not it doesn't mean that like I have some more plus triangle. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that it proves that if you spend a lot of time direction at something, people will take notice because you'll have figured things out that other people haven't because they haven't spent the same time. And that's like anything in life, you know that. So for you, what I would do is if you feel like you're at a state, that type of state, you don't have to do it to the full extent of what I was describing. But I would be really intentional about some part of your game, and I would pick that and I would work on that as much as possible. And so basically what it comes down to is if you feel like, hey, I really want to focus on passing half, then you look to find ways to get people to put you in half guard, right? And then when they put you in half guard, then you're working really, really hard to work on those couple passes from half guard. And then sometimes you get past, right? And then oops, I messed up, and they got back into half guard, right? And then you have to pass it again.
Right.
And so, because this is part of the conversation. So, really, today's about seeing what you know and what you don't. It's going to serve a couple purposes. I think I may have told you this already, but in case I haven't, really want to get for the adults now specifically. Want to try to get Sandy Springs and Alfred on the same page. So like when we're talking about promoting Ben, well, if you don't ever train at Sandy Springs, they literally know nothing about you. Like unless you show up to a team training, once in a while, then they've seen your face, but that's about it. And so what happens is there's kind of this divide in promotions across the two programs. In that, when somebody brings up a Sandy Springs individual, I'm like, well, I can't really give a vote on that because I don't know that person. And that's not a bad thing, right, necessarily. I mean, there's enough instructors down there to be able to figure that out. But the more eyes on that we can get on people, the better. And I feel like the better served the program will be and the members will be over time. So what we're trying to do is, basically use opportunities like this where if we have people that come from other schools and they have experience, kind of see what they can do. Compared to what our curriculum is going to require of them, and then make that available for you, for them, for whoever's spending the most time with you and instructing you. They can go back and see, hey, these are things he couldn't do before and now he can. So it just helps us make a better informed decision when we're doing promotions. And over time, that consistency and that continuity, I think, will pay really good dividends for the program. So the way I'm going to do it today is, do you ever train no-gi?
Yeah, actually, I kind of prefer it.
You prefer no-gi. Okay, so what we'll do is this. We'll start in the gi today, and you'll show me. I'll basically ask you just to do things from various positions, and then we can take the tops off. And if we go back to those positions, if there's things that you do uniquely for no-gi that you don't do in gi, then show me those things in those positions. If it's like the same thing, you're just using a variation of a setup, right? Instead of pulling the arm across with the sleeve, you're using the tricep or something like that. Then we don't necessarily need to go through that unless you feel like you don't have that option, right?
Mostly the reason is I'm just more proficient with leg locks than I am with other things. pounds.
Okay.
So that's, I mean, but other than that, it's not like I know vastly more no-gi.
Yeah, no, I get it. And so that's great. That's a great point because like, when we get to, if we do no-gi, or we take the tops off, the things that you can do in no-gi for submissions for the waist down is very different than what you can do in the gi, right? So if you go and compete in a tournament, you can do straight ankle locks, that's it. But if you go compete into a tournament and compete in a high enough division of no-gi, then you could potentially do as much as heel hooks, right? So want to see the full scope of what you have. And if we have time at the end, which we may not, I may move around with you a little bit, but if that doesn't happen, that's okay. The more important part, I think, is the rest of this. So, all right, so let's do this. We're going to basically just start in the various positions. We're going to stay about this far away from the camera as much as possible, and about centered on it. So, I've done this a few times, so I'm trying to figure it out. About where it needs to be. Yep. All right, so I want to see guard, close guard. So couldn't sort of. So close guard. Give me no less than 2 sweeps and 2 submissions out of close guard. Okay. Okay. Any other submissions that you want to add?
I really like doing a lot of,
Tap.
a lot of that kind of.
Straight on bar. Tap.
Wrist locks from here.
Okay.
Um,
Any chokes?
no, I'm not great with them, honestly.
Nice. Sweep. Another one. Okay. Okay. Variation of the hip walk and or scissor.
Yeah.
Little combo action.
I'm trying to think of others. I'm sure I know more, I just can't think of it here.
That's fine. So let's go butterfly. If you get to a position, you're like, I don't know. Sorry.
Well, back to it.
Okay, so that's a recompose. Okay. Any sweeps or subs?
Ah, damn it. Here, come back.
Yep.
My old instructor. I'm trying to think of.
Trying to attack the leg?
No, and actually an arm triangle.
Oh.
Like lifting up here,
Yep.
pressing up, and coming down beneath.
Like that.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting.
That's probably it from there.
Okay. After?
Me after you.
Alright. You're gonna be on low. Let's do. Is this your good side or do you have a preference?
That's also. I think. I feel like I know things from here. But
This happens every time. I get brown belts in here, and I'm like, all right, show me 2 things from ball. I'm like, okay, I know you know them, so if you can't think of it right now, it's fine. If it comes up later time, you think
yeah, okay, we'll come back.
that's fine. Open guards. So like some variation of spider, probably. So since we're in the gi, let's start about spider.
I know the position.
Okay. Any sweeps or submissions from De La Riva?
Nope.
Do you know how to do De La Riva?
Sort of like this.
Yep. Okay, and then you probably want to control like either my lapel here or my lapel here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That pretty much it from there.
Yes.
Okay. Stay right there. So let's go to side mount. Escapes from side mount or submissions from the bottom. If you know any submissions from the bottom. Okay. Do you usually come up?
Yes.
Usually come up to that. Show me, do the same one, but show me how you finish rather than like, yep. Again.
get leg locks from there a lot, actually.
Okay. Show me.
People going to mount.
Okay, so go to mill.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
That's all I can think of from there.
Okay. Nice. Good. Okay. Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay, now? No.
No.
Yep. I'm gonna let you be on top here. Next.
Okay. Same kind of thing.
Okay. So just a little.
Gentleman that I know never sees from here.
Truck Trap Bridge.
What's that?
Traveling on Travel Lake, same side of Virginia Dealer. Similar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Back. So face the camera.
Trying to think.
So how many ways do you have to escape that? 1, 2, 3.
Right?
Okay.
Probably one of
You go out.
them. Down.
A lot of people, honestly, I would say those are two of the things that I feel like are very neglected from the back. People almost always go left or right.
Going down or up?
Rarely go up or down. Most often go left or right. So just don't decide to think about that, right? Because I would tell you, probably will catch a lot of people off guard more so than going left or right. People are so used to defending that. Yeah, but if you start trying to slide out, you start trying to push back into them and bring your hips more on top of their hips. It surprises me a lot too. So use it when you get a chance. Okay, so I missed anything? Think of?
Defensive positions.
Well, we're gonna work on that next. I'm gonna let you be on top of some of these things. So now you open the guard, pass the guard, all that stuff, and then you on top, attacking. Always ask this.
We are close.
Yep. So open guard. Or sorry, open guard. Yep. Make pass.
Pass.
One pass. Okay. You got another one? Another. Go way to open the guard.
Yes.
And a pass.
Pass from there.
Oh, big man pass coming. Smash pass.
Oh, maybe not. This is really my favorite.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh, you thought I was gonna do the
Well, and sometimes you have to do one leg even, right?
just the instincts.
If you pin the other leg, it's not. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you can go through the other way too. You can go really go the way, right? So if you pin that leg.
I feel like a lot of this stuff, like
And you standing.
standing guard breaks.
Uh-huh. Okay. Anything else from there?
No.
Sneaky with an Ezekiel from the top or anything?
Oh, like when you're on bottom? I've never been able to.
Right on, okay.